Hi everyone, so today I want to show you the busted canvas technique. So I've had a bit of a go with this one and I've used it to make a card. So let's get into it. Okay, so for this card you're going to need some kind of card blank. Now I'm using a 6x6 card blank, so this obviously starts up as 6x12 and you score halfway at 6 inches, and that makes you what we call a card blank. So card blank is basically just a blank greetings card that you can then use to make another card out of. So this is your 6x6 card blank. And then I'm going to keep it really simple. So I'm going to do it as a tent fold because I feel like there might be a bit of weight on the front. So at least with this way around, it's not going to fall forward. So I'm going to do it as tent fold. Then I've got a piece of patterned card that is 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. And then another one that's 5.5 by 5.5. I've made sure that this one is double-sided because this is the bit we're going to be busting, as it were. And this bit is going to be where the main pattern is going to be. Now obviously if you've got a topper or you've got a picture of something that you want to put in as your reveal, then this is the piece you want to do it on. So I'm actually going to be using a die from In Love Art Shop. So this is the die I'm going to be using. So if you use my code ICEDIMAGES, all in one word, over at In Love Art Shop, you'll get 20% off your order. I'll try and put a link up in the corner here, and there'll also be links in the description as well. If you go through those links, they are affiliate links, so that I do get something from them. It doesn't cost you anymore, but it just means that people know that you've come via my channel. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this on. Just need to make sure that my birthday, everything's kind of straight. I think we'll go by the 2U rather than the birthday. The birthday can be slightly wonky. And we're going to put that on like that, and then I'm going to run that through my die cutting machine. Okay, so it's cut out the card, and obviously there's bits like in the middle of the B that I want to put back in. So I've left that on the cutting plate. Thankfully it's kind of left itself there. Right, so I've stuck that down onto there, and now I just need to go ahead and stick these little bits in. Okay, so obviously I've got a lot of pieces on here that I haven't used, but these will get used on another card because obviously I've literally got the word "Happy Birthday to You" all written out nicely. So I'm going to put that to one side and I will use that on another card. And then obviously the piece that I've stuck down here, the only thing I was missing was the middle of the O here. I accidentally chucked those away, not realising. But that's not bad going, considering how many bits there were. So there we've got "A Happy Birthday to You." And then I'm going to bring this card back in. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to find out roughly where centre is. I mean, it doesn't have to be exact. It's going to be roughly about here, I would say. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my craft knife and metal rule. I'm going to cut from the centre. I'm just going to cut out a bit. Now, obviously, you don't need to go too far. You can kind of, go further if you need to later. It's better to cut not quite enough and then need to cut some more than to cut too much. So I'm going to do a kind of an X marks the spot to start with, and then we will go on from there. Now it doesn't need to be that precise, to be fair. And then from here I'm just going to kind of, I think I will probably do a cut like here. It depends how many cuts you want really as to how many you do. I'm actually going to cut from the outside in because this is supposed to look like someone's kind of busted it open, so you don't want it too precise. Okay, that will do. So then I just need to go ahead and secure it. In fact, before we secure it, let's start bending these back. So I'm just going to kind of get them and kind of curl them because they need to kind of curl back. And we might need to cut it further, I'm not sure, it depends on the Let's have a look where this is. Yeah, see, I'm going to need to cut that further. So I'm going to need to cut quite near to the edge. And I think what I'm going to do before we do any more cutting is I'm just going to put a line of probably red tape. I mean, as I said, if you want to stick this down with glue, you can. And I think I probably would normally do glue around the outside, but because I want to get this on to start with, I'm just gonna go with some red tape around the outside. I'm wondering whether I probably should have gone a bit thicker, but we'll find out. I'm sure it'll be fine. It just allows me to go a bit nearer to the edge. And also, if I'm putting this on, it kind of acts as a buffer, so I kind of know when to stop. I don't want to go too far and tear it. So, but the other thing as well is that my picture that I want to see through the middle of the canvas is quite big compared to the size of the card, so therefore my tears need to be a bit larger. I need to come out further than I might normally. So you just have to just kind of balance it all up. It's all very much there's no hard and fast rule for this, that's for sure. And I'm just going around each one, just very carefully kind of giving it a bit of a curl. Trying not to crease it, but you might end up, I mean, the thing is with this kind of card is you will need to make a box envelope for it. Otherwise, in a normal envelope, it will just get squashed. So let's just, I would probably advise going for an image that is a bit smaller than this, because these pieces are going to be very much, I'm going to have to curl them back quite a bit. Right, I'm going to stop there for now because we can kind of curl a bit more as we go. So we're going to take off the backing, and this is where obviously glue would be good, but yeah, we're just going to go with the red tape and hope for the best. Right, so I'm going to go ahead now and stick these back, just slowly kind of curl them back and stick them down. I'm going to use a hot glue gun just because I know straight away it's definitely stuck and it just makes things a bit easier. So I'm going to kind of curl them round, find out where they would need to stick, put a little blob of hot glue on the back, and then stick them into position. I'm just going to work our way around the card like that. So I'm going to do that. Let me go ahead and do that now. So I'm just going to go ahead now and just add a few little bits and bobs. I've got some stars, I've got some little teardrops, which might work quite nicely, like coming out. So I'm just going to sort of hot glue gun a few bits and bobs down. So there you have your card. And obviously you could do a lot more to this, you could do less to it. Yeah, I saw one with they'd done like a snowman in the middle and then had like cotton wool, kind of like snow coming out, and that looked really cool. So you could really go for it. If you wanted to, you could put some streamers coming out maybe, I don't know. The world's your oyster. And obviously just curl things a bit better than I have. I've got a few creases on mine. I think the canvas is probably a probably better idea because they are already going to be 3D. They're not going to go in an envelope. They're going to be hung on a wall or whatever. And also the canvas looks a little bit more pliable, like it's not going to crease quite so much. So I think that's probably a better idea than the cards. But yeah, I mean, you can literally apply this technique to anything really. This reminds me of the sunshine, if I'm honest, like a sun rays. But yeah, then you've got space inside for it to write, and obviously it stands up. So there you go, that's how you make a busted canvas card. Well, one of the ways, there's a lot of different ways you could do it. But yes, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to go and check out In Love Art Shop and use my code ICEDImages, all in one word, to get yourself 20% off. And I hope you enjoyed it, and please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.